Hello, Blockheads listeners. My name is Rocco. I came here to get swifty and talk about cryptocurrency, and I'm already pretty swifty.
My name's Pete, and I'm here because Rocco is camouflaging my super intelligent brainwaves.
Ouch.
Yep.
Oh, is that a Rick and Morty style burn? How dare you?
Yeah, you led with a Rick and Morty style intro, so learn to take it, man.
Oh, right. Well, I'm swifty, so I'll let you get away with it.
Well, let's talk about our sponsors here.
Yeah, okay, so you guys know here at Blockheads, we are totally a fan of all of these myriad unregulated ICOs running on the Ethereum platform that do things or don't do things, and there's so many of them, and boy, they really just go up and down, and well, mostly just up and then down. So we're going to talk about some of our sponsors.
Yeah, one of our sponsors this week is the ICO Second Wife.
Second Wife?
Second Wife is a privacy coin for your, well, not so open Second Life digital relationship.
Ooh la la.
Yeah, it includes smart prenup contracts and unilateral lawyer-free smart divorce contracts.
Oh, what?
And this ICO is going live in the parking lot of TGI Fridays this Thursday on your Second Life server.
If it's a TGI Fridays, why does it happen on Thursday?
Does anything about Second Life make sense?
Yeah, I guess not. I mean, I don't know. We're not trashing Second Life. We support your life choices, everybody.
And Second Wife.
No judgment.
Check them out.
Yeah, check out.
I think we have another sponsor too.
Yeah, we do have another sponsor. Okay, this is a great coin. It's really rare when an ICO is so open and transparent and honest. Who could possibly resist that? With Tyranny Coin, you literally cannot resist because it is 100% tyranny.
Attractive.
Yeah, our coin is verified, totally centralized from our ethanol-fueled servers based in Langley, Virginia.
Ethanol? What's that about the ethanol?
Oh, yeah, the ethanol, it was made from corn that was originally pledged to the school lunch program for impoverished school districts. Yeah. Tyranny Coin runs on the first of its kind quantum tangle. And
the quantum tangle.
Yeah, you're going to want to keep your software wallet running because this is a proof of take coin. It integrates itself with all of your other wallets and exchange accounts, and it randomly burns your coins. That's what the quantum tangle is for.
The quantum tangle. I love it. That's Tyranny Coin, ladies and gentlemen.
Tyranny Coin. You're tomorrow's crypto dystopia. Today. Okay, well, those were not real, and don't look them up. Put your phone down. They're not real.
Please, somebody start them.
Don't buy them.
No, but go start them. That would be awesome.
I had an idea for Tyranny Coin, and I forgot it, but what I wrote here was, like, just my afterthought, but God, like, for a brief moment, I forgot to jot it down, but it's lost in the mental ether of my mind.
I think we need an ICO to recover memories. That sounds like a reasonable ICO compared to a lot of the ambitions
I don't
going
know.
on.
You call it a total recall coin?
Total recall coin.
I don't know.
Yeah. So anyway, top news of the day. Actually, I guess top news of the week.
How is it a big deal?
Well, our top news item today is huge deal.
Huge
out
news.
of Russia. You probably haven't heard of this. We just got it ourselves.
Okay, so here it goes, guys. According to documents obtained by WikiLeaks, the Kremlin has been engaged in a massive Bitcoin price manipulation campaign starting in July 5th.
January.
Oh,
way
sorry.
back.
Yeah, January 5th, when the price of Bitcoin spiked, remember, up to $1,175. The Financial Services Commission of Moscow began an unprecedented Bitcoin buying onslaught.
We must buy all the Bitcoins.
Yes. Okay, according to the documents, these addresses within, and they were sent to Julian Assange, who is definitely no stranger to the shadowy world of cryptocurrency.
I mean, I hear the operation was approved by Vladimir Putin himself.
Yes. Okay, so in this article, it talks about the 3 steps of this Bitcoin buying onslaught by the Kremlin. Okay, step 1, accumulate a stockpile of the popular digital coin, Bitcoin. Step 2, it reveals they opened a networked and automatic matrix of dummy accounts for all the high-volume exchanges, such as the GDAX, Bitfinex.
Bittrex.
Yeah, Bittrex, Poloni, Dits, whatever. Step 3, they wanted to cause, and I guess they did, massive price drop right after the American Independence Day, July 4th, and then a massive price increase, which we saw in September and October.
Total domination of the Bitcoin market by the Russians.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, and it says here the name of the program is
Operation Upski Downski.
Wait a minute. You guys don't text all your friends because guess what?
That was Crypto Psych of the Week.
Psych!
Crypto Psych of the Week is a patent-pending feature of the Blockheads podcast. We aim to temper the irrational exuberance in the crypto space by encouraging critical, independent thinking. So if you sent texts to your friends, I don't know, what should we do right now, Rocco? What should you do?
Be like, lol psych, download Blockheads.
Oh, look, it's already on Reddit.
Oh, man. Guys, chill out. You guys... There's so much stuff. There's so many rumors and all the FUD and all of...
Well, here's one. This week, Amazon speculation about crypto adoption. That's been going all over the place because Amazon registered 3 domain names.
Yeah, they did.
AmazonCryptocurrency.com, AmazonCryptocurrencies.com, and AmazonEthereum.com. And, there's a hype, just rumors going everywhere about, Amazon's getting ready to make a move, but... They registered AmazonBitcoin.com back in 2013.
They already did that, and it just redirects back to the regular Amazon site. So, if you're watching your favorite YouTube guys and they're like, well, this means mass adoption is going to happen. It's here. It's totally happening. I think maybe not. What are they really afraid of? URL trolls, I guess.
Yeah, they just want to make sure nobody else gets them, I guess.
We don't want website squatters.
Eventually, Amazon will take cryptocurrency. But I mean, James Altucher, you might have seen these ads going around. Crypto Millionaire tells you how to whatever.
I've read that guy. Yeah.
I mean, he's this brilliant guy. He's made some really good predictions, but he's been saying, that Amazon is going to in its next quarterly earnings accept Bitcoin. But he said that for the last quarterly earnings report too.
Oh.
I mean,
okay. So it's like that.
Yeah. Exactly. So, I mean, maybe they will, maybe they won't, but there are a lot of rumors flying around out there. Don't base your buys.
So we're just saying, okay, guys, just calm your tits a little bit. Amazon is not going to take crypto tomorrow. Chill out. They bought some URLs. A lot of people buy URLs, and they don't do anything with them. How much does it cost? How much did Amazon pay for those URLs?
I don't know.
$29.99
maybe,
for 3 years?
Unless somebody else already had them.
They just paid for them. Doesn't mean anything.
Right.
I don't know. Okay, so that was kind of weird,
but there's some real big news actually. The big news announcement
that actually matters. It's right up there. It's at the tippy top. It's at the tippy top of the financial pyramid, sort of.
Yeah, the CME Group.
Yeah,
has launched has announced rather a Bitcoin ETF for 2018.
Yes,
many acronyms.
Yeah, okay, so
it's like the Roosevelt administration.
Chicago Mercantile Exchange. It's a group that's selling derivatives on the Chicago Board of Exchanges, and the ETF that stands for Exchange Traded Fund.
Right, and
that's next year. I don't know. It's right around the corner.
This is big news for big investors because
big news.
Previously, they haven't had a way to hedge their bets, in Bitcoin to reduce risk.
Before there was some weird stuff. There was a couple things that were trading on Wall Street. I don't know about them, but
I guess I don't either. Then
I forget the name of it. It doesn't matter because we don't care about Wall Street and we don't want to pay TD Bank $4.95 per trade, do we? I don't think so. That's why we use crypto.
And a lot more people apparently are using crypto now. This news was just before the big recent run-up, and shortly after, I think the day after, there were 100,000 new Coinbase customers. And they didn't necessarily all buy Bitcoin, probably only a fraction of them did, but still, that's a lot.
100,000 new customers on Coinbase?
Yeah, as of right now, they're getting a new customer signing up every 3 seconds.
So if you missed it, the timeline went like this. It was the CME Group news, and I saw that live on CNBC because that's what I watch sometimes. And then later I see the Coinbase news, which means that new registrations means people are interested in Bitcoin and all the cryptos.
And speaking of people getting into something new, Bitconnect, which we brought up last time...
which, we want everybody to enjoy life and making money and stuff.
Yeah.
And we don't want anybody to be mad at us.
But anyway.
However, some things we don't like that much. And,
things we don't like that much.
And some things had a really weird conference in Thailand, and it's download the whole video and watch it and save
I will link the video. It's gone viral.
I don't know when we put it in. if you guys are interested in the video, maybe Pete can drop it in right here. Soundbite.
The world is not anymore the way it used to be. No, no, no. Bitconnect. Wow. Bitconnect.
Did you like that? It was horrible.
So something interesting happened to Bitconnect just yesterday. In fact, I sent Rocco here a text right away.
Yeah.
The market capitalization, which is an estimate of the amount of money in a currency,
it's
plummeted.
The price of the coin times the amount of coins.
Yeah.
That's market cap.
It plummeted by $1 billion on coinmarketcap.com, which is the best place to look for this sort of information. And it just dropped it from the 7th top spot.
It was above Monero for a couple weeks, and it was bothering everybody because there's something less than legitimate about Bitconnect.
If you go to onchainfx.com, which is a kind of a rising crypto info
onchainfx.com is kind of awesome.
Yeah, I'll put the link to that too. We'll talk about that later. I mean, we're still in the news segment, but they've just marked it as a scam.
Did they?
Yeah, and I don't necessarily want to say it's a scam, given that things have happened to people who have said it's a scam in public.
But what did your grandma tell you? If someone's saying that if you give me your money and then you're definitely going to get more money, my grandma was like, that dude's a goddamn liar.
Well, that's the essence of a Ponzi scheme.
And then she hit me with a wooden spoon.
That's the essence of a Ponzi scheme. There's
something
this veiled information, and somebody promises a steady amount of money over time. Bitcoin doesn't have the characteristics of a Ponzi scheme. Some people kind of come out and say sometimes that Bitcoin's a Ponzi scheme, but this is...
who? What? Like that guy that we made that song about last time?
Jamie Dimon! Anyway...
Who, the Jamie who has it wrong?
Yes, Jamie's got it wrong. Please check out the song.
Oh, yeah. So, like, we do a thing with songs, whatever. It's not weird. You'll love it. Tell your mom.
So Jamie Dimon, said it's like a Ponzi scheme, but here we got a market where people are actually telling people not to buy more than they can afford to lose. A Ponzi scheme says, put all your money in this. And, there's honesty, at least a little bit of honesty in this market, in that we tell everyone you could lose it all, and Bitcoin could, it'll be corrected. I think
we're definitely going to say that everyone can lose everything. If you're dumb, or just if you have like some bad choices. I'm never going to say you're going to make $1 bajillion.
Right? But Bitconnect is doing the opposite of that.
They're saying 1% daily.
Yeah, something like that. 1% daily,
and then you compound it, so then your 1% keeps growing and growing.
And the number signs in your eyes block out your critical judgment.
Okay, but then here's the technical analysis. We thought this through. The Bitconnect news on Reddit, on the cryptocurrency subreddit, what are they saying, Pete, about this Bitconnect?
Well, there's this $1 billion market cap drop, taking it from 1.7 something like that billion.
Yep, all the way down. It's
like 500 something thousand.
From number 7 on CoinMarketCap down to number 14 or something.
Yeah, well, this has triggered people saying that's it. This scam, this Ponzi scheme is going to exit soon.
They always say exit.
Well,
which really just means the people behind it, who actually on Bitconnect you don't know who they are, just going to leave. They're going to move to Costa Rica.
Or maybe Thailand.
Or maybe Thailand. I don't know. They have friends there, apparently. Right, yeah. They just had a conference there. They're going to say exit. Is that true? Is Bitconnect going to exit tomorrow?
I think there's a more likely scenario, and that is just that the market cap was recalculated.
Okay.
Because market cap is not based on the total number of coins that are supplied, but the circulating coins. In other words, the ones available for the public.
Okay.
And the way Bitconnect works is it locks down a lot of coins during the process.
Okay.
And, if you want to find out about Bitconnect, you don't. Just don't bother.
Yeah, you don't. Just trust us.
But they
don't look into it.
If you want, go to Bitconnect, but do not get sucked in.
So
they locked down a bunch of coins. So apparently, somebody at CoinMarketCap or CoinMarketCap may have somehow decided that they needed to reevaluate how the market cap was calculated, and rightly so. And so now it's based on the actual number of coins available to the general public rather than the total supply. So anyway.
Okay. So basically, we're saying don't buy Bitconnect tokens with Bitcoin. And give them your precious Bitcoin, but then also it's probably not going to exit immediately, like everybody on the cryptocurrency subreddit is saying. Well, tell your friends, tell your family, hold your loved ones close tonight in this cold winter's evening. And,
really connect with them,
and just really connect with them, and make sure that they don't connect with Bitconnect.
So anyway, related to losing money.
Yes.
This kid, and this kid posted on Reddit. Kid, I mean, was a young adult.
He's a young gentleman in Canada.
Canada. It's Canada, Rocco. We've talked about this.
It's Northern America.
No, it's Canada.
Say it. It's Hockey America.
Canada is anyway. This guy from Reddit posted. He's not from Reddit. This guy on Reddit.
He's from Hockey America. You dumbass.
He posted this story about losing $18,000.
Can I dramatically read for a minute?
Yeah, please do.
Right now, I am sick to my stomach. I cannot sleep and can barely function. After losing money left and right, I finally tipped last night and lost the last bit of a big chunk of my savings that I had, quote, invested in cryptos. Not making fun of this guy.
Yeah.
It takes a lot of bravery to write about bad decisions made in the crypto space, okay? And it's just like everything bad that can happen in life. Maybe we're always 3 decisions away from being the homeless guy.
Yeah.
Begging for change.
I've been 1 decision away from being the homeless guy before.
Have you? Okay. I mean, I don't know. Like, I've lived in a basement before. I've slept in my art studio. I've lived in my car. I've a lot of problems. So let's not judge this nice guy on the cryptocurrency subreddit. He goes by the name Molo Man. It's a riveting tale of just Murphy's Law.
Having a lot of Bitcoin and Ethereum. Yeah. And I think he stepped into altcoins. He saw people were making a lot of money on some altcoins, and he, I guess, picked the wrong coins. Got disillusioned. Then he stepped down further into
ICOs was the second step.
ICOs,
which we're such a fan of. Our sponsors are ICOs, which are so reliable and so regulated.
Full disclosure. There are a couple of ICO coins I have bought.
Yeah, I bought so many second wife's, and I've bought so many tyranny coins.
The correct plural is second wifin.
Second wifeys, man.
Second wifeys.
Jeez. Okay, what else happened?
And then he stepped down into gambling. Those gambling sites that use cryptocurrency. Right? There might have been an intermediate step there.
The intermediate step was something called, look at my screen, HYIPs, high yield investment programs.
Yeah, it's like Bitconnect.
Yeah, so he did that.
Or BitPetite. Yeah, that kind of thing.
Or BitPetite, which actually
has exited.
Which has exited, guys, America.
It disappeared, I think, this week.
Global blockaholics. Guess what? BitPetite exited. That's kind of also big news, I guess.
A lot of people, I understand we're in a BitPetite. There's a lot of money there. It promised something like a 25% rate, each day or week. I don't know.
That's awesome.
And yeah,
are you sure the website's down? Because I have a bank transfer coming through, and maybe I can. We're looking it up, guys. Guess what? Here it comes. Is BitPetite up or down? Ready?
Hey,
click on the link. It's a Bitcoin.
Bitcoin mixer.
Bitcoin mixer. It's a Bitcoin What?
Nope.
Did that
DNS address cannot be found.
Can you go back? Did it say launderer? It straight up said Bitcoin mixer, Bitcoin tumbler,
no,
Bitcoin
the site
launderer.
Bitcoin laundry. The site is down. So BitPetite was a service.
I don't know.
BitPetite was a service that promised that it used your Bitcoins to help mix with other people's Bitcoins and thus anonymize Bitcoins. So they would just take your Bitcoins and promise a certain interest on them.
Way more interest than somebody deserved.
Right. And you would get it, because it was all a big scam to bring more people in. God. And then they just exited at the perfect time, and now the site is down.
All of my coworkers that are listening, please just buy regular coins and don't be dumb. Earn money the right way by HODLing, holding on for dear life.
Yeah, holding on for dear life. We've never really talked about where that comes from. HODL's been people have backronymed it to say hold on for dear life.
Backronym.
For instance, the Army has something called a multiple ordnance aerial burst bomb, a MOAB.
I know about that.
They created that, and then they came up with the acronym Mother of All Bombs backwards. So the acronym, the acronym was created first, and then backronymed. In this case, it wasn't an acronym. It was actually someone's drunk typo.
Yes.
Where this very clearly, and this guy was mad because, you know, something he had gotten into had crashed. He'd bought high and it went low. And he just was typing this drunk message, and he said he was going to HODL, and he misspelled hold. And now it is like an industry term in the space.
It's an industry term, guys.
Hold on for dear life.
Do it.
So it just means to hold for the future. Even if crypto goes low, you don't sell low. You HODL.
Okay, so this is a great time to bring up the state of the current market, which is the current paradigm has seemed to be when Bitcoin is super high, altcoins are just dying. All the altcoins, everything, Ethereum, Litecoin, Monero. Is there not a paradigm where when Bitcoin's high, every other coin in the market is just getting pushed down?
That happens a lot.
Because Bitcoin is definitely way high.
Well, that happens when there's not just a general ride up in the cryptocurrency space, in which case, you know, all the coins can go up. Like we saw in early September. All coins, you know, all these coins were doing great.
Yeah.
But when there's intentionally, you know, specific focus on Bitcoin, in this case, there's a big fork coming up, and people apparently want to get into Bitcoin so that they have both chains.
We're talking the
afterwards.
November 16th or November 15th fork.
Right, the SegWit 2x fork, which we talked about a little bit last time, and we'll talk about again. But anyway, so Bitcoin is going up, and people are taking their money out of altcoins, apparently, to put it into Bitcoin. You know, they made money on Ether or whatever. They're putting it into Bitcoin.
It's sort of counterintuitive. Sort of. Because,
what do you mean?
Well, I'm saying blockheads, blockaholics, everybody. Here's what I did. My Bitcoin value went up, and then I bought a bunch of altcoins, cool stuff that I like. Here I am right now in this current week where Bitcoin is at an all-time high, and all of the altcoins are down. Is your portfolio hurting, Peter?
My portfolio is indeed hurting.
It is indeed hurting.
Degree.
But what are we going to do?
We're going to HODL.
HODL. Yes.
Because
we have iron hands. We have iron hands like the Kremlin that didn't actually take over the cryptocurrency.
Iron hands like Kremlin on Bitcoin price in Operation Upski Downsky.
That was just a psych. Right. HODL. We HODL. We HODL. We HODL.
Yeah, and the theory is that, and this is the prevailing view among a lot of people, is that after the fork, Bitcoin's going to correct, because everything in the market corrects eventually.
Yes.
It's going to correct downward to a reasonable price or resistance level. I don't know which retracement level or whatever it'll go to. We'll talk technical analysis some other podcast. Well,
let's just say right now, do you think Ethereum's at an honest price at $295 or something is where it was when I checked earlier?
I think Ethereum is at an honest price if corporations will actually start developing things on it that are usable.
Whatever. The whole ICO monstrosity, that's running on Ethereum.
Right.
But Ethereum is actually good. Mm-hmm. And there's a lot of developers just working to make Ethereum better.
Ethereum recently announced sharding.
Okay, cool.
Which we'll talk about.
I sharded one time in the car on Girard Avenue. It was really awkward.
Yes, but in this case, sharding's actually a good thing.
It was before a first date. I'll tell that story later. Sharding is cool. Honest prices or something, whatever. Here's what happened. All my Bitcoin, I definitely did, take some profits and flipping them into altcoins. And now I'm sitting and I'm not selling. I'm not selling these altcoins because I bought good stuff. Mm-hmm. I like the stuff that I bought, so I'm holding it.
Remember, folks.
I hope that everyone's holding on for dear life.
Remember, folks, buy low, sell high, not the other way around.
Wait, no, buy stuff you like.
Yes, but
that's what I say.
Right, but that's just counteracting what most people tend to do, which is buy high and sell low. Ooh, Bitcoin's going up at 7,800. Okay, I'm going to buy, and then it drops to 64, and they're like, I'm going to sell.
That sounds like a very, very self-centered and capitalistic idea, Pete. And you know what? I want to tell you about our last news item for the day, which is very pertinent to what I just said about buy what you like. Buy what you like.
Buy what you like.
You know what? If you like CureCoin...
CureCoin is already one of my favorite projects. A lot of these blockchain-based technologies, these cryptocurrencies, rely on proof of work to secure the network. In other words, a lot of people are doing a lot of work to verify transactions, and it's impractical to do the work on your own to try to fraudulently, to forge transactions. So basically, everyone works really hard and no one else can outwork them. But the problem is the work isn't useful.
Oh.
in any way other than verifying transactions.
Oh.
Now, I read that
Yeah.
Bitcoin uses 1/2000th of the world's electricity at this point. We built a huge supercomputer to verify the transactions of Bitcoin.
The decentralized network that is
Right.
the Bitcoin network. It's a decentralized one, so it's made of a bajillion parts. But that computer comprises 1/2000th of the world's energy consumption.
Approximately.
Okay, so the statistic I saw was like, hey, guess what? One Bitcoin transaction is running decentralized and being confirmed over the network in redundancy so many times that it's consuming as much electricity as you use in your own home for a month. Something like
I
that.
thought it was a week.
Or maybe it was a week. It doesn't
whatever.
matter. It's a lot. I don't know.
Even if it's a day.
It doesn't matter. It's a lot. So there's that. But then there's also our final news item, which
Yeah.
is it's about dedicating your computers to a different purpose, Pete.
Yeah.
CureCoin. Go.
CureCoin.
Let's hear it.
The work you do to mine coins, to verify transactions, the work your computer does is folding proteins for applications like curing cancer, developing better
Medical
cancer
research?
treatments. Scientific medical research.
The proof of work is actually going to benefit humanity?
Yeah, because these are very complicated things, folding proteins. So proteins are very complicated structures.
I don't know about that.
I used to actually have my computer fold proteins, but it didn't reward me with currency.
Oh,
back
wait,
when I was in college.
I have an article if you want to actually get some specifics. This is crazy because I saw CureCoin featured in some kind of documentary that I could not find. And by the way, CureCoin, it shot up really high today. This is fresh news. It was like number 2 on the coin market cap gainers.
Yeah, $12 million in movement today.
$12 million in movement. And this medical research coin basically shot up 123%, all the way up to 91 cents. And then now it's settled around 50 cents. That's when I saw it. But it's based on Stanford University's Folding at Home, that's a program that Stanford runs. It's a distributed computing network that does this protein folding thing, which I guess the proof of work is folding different proteins. All the computers do it, and that helps them categorize. If I find the video, we'll put it in the show notes.
Yeah, definitely.
But the video actually does tell you more about it. But it actually helps people. You know, Stanford is world-renowned university with all this stuff, and it's like, finally a coin that's going to help people gained big, and the people that invested in early basically saw their investment pay off. Maybe some people got out at 91 cents. That's the high that it got today. Maybe some people cashed out and bought more. I don't know, whatever. But basically,
I think it's going places beyond
it's
this.
such a cool project.
I don't even have any, and I don't think you do either.
I don't.
Disclosure, we don't have any CureCoin.
Like, I saw this video so long ago, I kind of forgot about it until today. I saw the headline and I was like, yes, CureCoin gained. So all these people that like CureCoin, hey, they're helping people. Now it's worth money. I'm not shilling. I'm saying it's a goddamn awesome project. And I guess it's working, you know?
It is, and it's more than just a solution. There have been lots of solutions to this problem of using tons of electricity. There's nexuses, which you basically
like Nexus.
Not everyone does all the same work at the same time. It kind of splits the work up. I don't want to get into too much detail, but basically, there's not every miner doing the same job, and then one wins. There's IOTA's Tangle, which is something different. There's
Tangle.
proof of stake, which is different as well, where you're holding coins. There are things like masternodes, but there are all kinds of various solutions. And this one, it's doing really useful work.
CureCoin is like, well, here's the thing. It's either GPU or CPU.
Oh, nice.
Anybody can do it. Anybody can set up their computer to help Stanford's FAH program, but you know that every day you get some coins because you're actually helping your computing power on your PC help figure out like basic problems about health and wellness.
It's brilliant.
Keeping people alive.
It's the kind of thing you wish that Satoshi had thought of. Not to, of course, brilliant man.
Wow.
But I mean, you wish that
brilliant
it's the kind of
people.
Thing, right. It's
brilliant multiple peoples. Maybe
the Satoshi Nakamoto.
Maybe it's a Hydra-headed Nakamoto. I don't know if there was one Satoshi. I'm of the opinion that maybe there were several Satoshis. It was the Nakamoto clan. Okay, that's probably what they call themselves. They're all a bunch of whales, and they're all just coming up with a funny name. So they're like, what if we called it a Satoshi? You know, like the smallest unit.
You know, Satoshi owns something like 1 million of the Bitcoin.
Satoshi, they do?
Something like 1 million of the Bitcoins.
The plural, Satoshi, because I think it's maybe not one person.
The Satoshin.
Damn it, the Satoshin?
The Satoshites. Anyway.
The Satoshioneans.
So we have had some feedback on podcasts, and
Yes,
I
we
wanna
have.
hit this up. First off, two items of feedback I think are good. Please drop me an email at 2 at blockheadspod.com. Yep, number 2. I give you number 1.
What?
Yeah.
Is that how you set it up?
Yeah, well, anyway.
Whatever. I have feelings about this.
Go ahead and tweet blockheadspod, drop comments. You know, please do give us feedback, questions. One set of feedback here says, hey guys, the mining and Bitcoin Gold discussions were very interesting and helpful, but they got derailed by too many analogies. And you know what, Rocco? Yeah, I think we do use too many analogies, and I've been trying to think of what to compare that to. You know, like how do you describe someone who uses too many analogies?
I don't know. I guess it's sort of like, you know, when you tell yourself you got to stop buying a coin because it went up earlier in the week, and now it is just going down and down and down. And what do? You just keep buying that coin because it went up, but now it's on a downtrend.
Despite what people say.
And you tell yourself not to do it even. And you just keep doing it, and it's that... Wait, was that an analogy?
Maybe.
Sorry.
I mean, yeah, well, using too many analogies to describe how we use too many analogies. That's like when a business owes, you know, some people money, owes banks money, owes lawyers money, whatever.
Yeah, that
so
happens.
they keep taking out loans to pay the people back. You know, the money they owe, but then they just owe more money, so they keep taking out more loans, and it just keeps going in a cycle. I mean, that's what it's like to use too many analogies, despite people saying quit using all these analogies.
It's kind of like if you were like a coin, and you were like proof of snake, and you were like proof of snake, and it was like a snake eating its own tail, because like the more you stake, the more something. I just really wanted to say proof of snake, man. Come on, it rhymes. Leave me alone.
All right, so that's one piece of feedback we got. Thank you, Matt.
Thank you, Matt.
For regarding mining, please check out the video in the show notes. Regarding Bitcoin Gold, I mean, just really, I do want to address this real fast.
Do it.
Because the feedback specifically said, hey, it looks like Bitcoin Gold was just a failure in presentation. And if so, isn't it just at a low point, and now's the perfect time to buy in? I guess we didn't make it clear enough that there are some serious problems and concerns
yes.
with Bitcoin Gold.
I'm Peter Brokaw and Tom Jennings, and I definitely think that there's serious problems.
Right.
Did you like how I did that?
I did.
I kind of like I took two newscasters and made it super important, serious. Gravitas.
Normally we Google things so that you don't need to at home. But if you want to learn more...
Oh, yeah, don't trust me.
If you want to learn more, Google Bitcoin Gold and replay protection, or Bitcoin Gold and pre-mining, and just read the red flags.
Yeah, I don't trust Pete either, so... Google red flags and red... What was it? Red Green Grumble? Is that what you said? Rick and Morty reference. Blah, 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 dub. Red Green Grumble?
When a coin drops low, there's a couple possibilities, and you got to consider both of them.
Yeah.
One of them is that the coin's now undervalued, and that is a good time to buy it because it's dropped way undervalued for some reason. The other one is that it's actually a terrible coin, and it's going nowhere. It's going straight into the ground. It's
What's
a
the
bad
third
project.
option?
The third
option is that it's been part of a coordinated did I say comp and dump? That's
coordinated comp and dump. Yes.
Ew, gross. That was like
May that become the new HODL.
Ew, I made a word really gross. A coordinated pump and dump by some Slack channel or some Discord channel or some maybe a Telegram channel. Pump and dumps. That is also a reason why a coin shoots up really high, and then you start feeling the FOMO. The FOMO. You know about the FOMO, bro?
I know about the FOMO.
The FOMO. It
got
stands
FOMO
for
with Bitcoin right now, and I'm not buying it in right now.
Fear of missing out. And not that that's not educational. You already know what FOMO means. FOMO means fear of missing out, and god damn it, the struggle is real. The feels are real. I got real feels about the FOMO up in here. You know?
Getting some great other feedback from our Blockaholics. Yeah,
There's more feedback?
We got some donations. Well, one donation. One donation. This shouts out to Panda Man.
Oh, Panda Man.
You the man,
Panda Man. Thank you so much. Jeez, that's so cool.
Vertcoin, yes, donation. I had to set up a wallet for the blockheads.
Yeah.
To go ahead and take that. But you know, what we've learned from our listeners is that folks want us to cover the basics of crypto a little bit deeper, to drill down.
Why do people say that? Why do people say drill down?
I mean, because you're getting deeper.
What does that mean?
Pretty obvious.
Who's drilling anymore these days? I got a better one. Okay.
All right.
How about we're fracking for facts over here. We're fracking. Call me Halliburton. I do declare. I'm up in here to do some fracking for facts, y'all. Yeah.
Fracking for facts.
Yeah. That was a very dignified lead-in to
fracking for facts.
The meat and bones of our podcast, because we do want to cover the basics. And guess what, Blockaholics? I got a lot of coworkers that are all interested in co-working. They're all interested in co-working. My coworkers are interested in crypto because I don't know how to shut up about it.
Yeah, you don't.
So one of my coworkers that is interested a little bit, I just want to give a shout out to this guy. Shout out to my man, Mr. Arugula Merkin Muffley.
Arugula Merkin Muffley?
Yeah, if his name sounds familiar, it's yes. It's because he's the grandson of the president from Dr. Strangelove. Mm-hmm. Good movie, kids. Watch it. If you're like 20-something, you got to see Dr. Strangelove, or How He Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb.
So what kind of questions does this coworker ask?
Yeah, so he literally asked me, not that it's a dumb question, because I don't believe in dumb questions, and neither should you, everybody listening. Mining. Mining, is it people chipping away at rocks? That's what it sounds like, but it's not, right?
No.
Okay.
It's we covered this a little bit last episode, but we got derailed by analogies. Which again is like
it's kind of like.
Please do check out the video. I'm seriously going to shuffle this off to the video, but I will explain.
Oh,
the video about mining, it's about decentralized ledgers, and then it goes on to explain proof of work mining, the main type of mining.
The main type of mining, the way it started.
Right. It's nodes on the network. It's computers on the network running Bitcoin, for instance, the Bitcoin protocol.
Mm-hmm.
They take the financial information, the transaction information in a certain time period in what's called a block, hence blockchain, and they crunch those numbers to secure that block, basically with a very advanced cryptography function.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're doing some really advanced...
It's a SHA-256, right?
Yeah, in Bitcoin's case, yeah. They're doing some really advanced crypto work on this thing. They come out with a secret code that's really hard to get, so it's really hard to fake unless you have tons of computing power. And nobody has enough computing power. You'd have to have as much as 51% of the network, really, practically.
51% of all the computers
of all
the
network. Computers, yes.
Yeah, that's a shit ton.
So they're crunching these numbers, and that's called mining. It's probably not the best word, honestly, for it, but it's been the word for a long time. And so as a reward for finding that block, it's called, finding the hash, the cryptographic hash for that block, the miners get a small amount of Bitcoin as like a block reward. Eventually that won't happen anymore, and it'll just be transaction fees, small amounts of the transactions in Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But for the next 100 years or so, there will be a mining reward.
Yeah, 2150 is a year that I keep hearing about. Something about until 2150.
It's around there. It's not exact.
This 21st century is moving too fast.
It's moving really fast. Yeah.
Which is kind of cool. I don't know.
And especially in the crypto space, where every month is like a year in the crypto space. Just everything moves so dramatically.
How many times have you read about someone who's trading daily on crypto, and they're just like, well, like my cousin Jimmy, he's like an exchange guy on Wall Street or something, but I've been doing crypto for 3 months, and now I'm smarter than him. Because, that's how people feel. But they're not wrong, right? They're not wrong.
Because you experience so many things, the bull markets, the bear markets, the crashes, all sorts of things in such a short time.
And what's the other thing? The other thing is about cryptocurrency is global, and it's for anyone. And guess what? The exchanges, they're websites that run 24/7, which actually makes a big deal when you think about all these people that like got their MBA and then they go to New York City and like whatever. They trade stuff up in New York, but then they go to the bar after work and the bar stay open until 4 a.m. and then they get kicked out and maybe sleep for 2 hours and they go back to work again, and it's like whatever. Like crypto never sleeps, and it doesn't even have time to go out for a beer.
Yeah, it trades all night. It trades on weekends.
It's all the time. Like, how many times have you heard a comment from a crypto trader guy that's just like, well, you know, like my girlfriend's kind of mad at me because, you know, after we were cuddling, she found me awake waiting for the Chinese market to open to see what was happening with, you know, Ethereum or whatever.
It would not surprise me if a lot of day traders out there have coin alarms set that will wake them up if something major happens. Like if Bitcoin hits, I don't know, Bitcoin collapses to 4,500 or whatever, they have an alarm set that will wake them, you know, because you can set alarms. There's a variety of apps that will set alarms based on coin prices so that you don't miss out on
I actually have an app that's it's set for my target prices for coins, but then it's also recalibrating those targets to wake me up according to my circadian rhythm, so as to not to throw off my sleep clock.
Really?
No.
Wow.
No. That was a lie. Whatever.
Really? It's important to have a plan so that you don't react super emotionally.
All right. I have orders in.
Great.
Before we started recording, I put some orders in, and yeah, sure, we've been talking nonstop like a bunch of lunatics. And so maybe the prices are somewhere, but I put orders in, you know?
So anyway,
Wait.
we got quickly away from mining, but what was another question that your co-working obsessed coworker has?
Oh, okay. So, Bitcoin, what gives it value? What are you investing in? When you buy Bitcoin, where does it get value from?
Well, let me ask you this. Where does the dollar get value from?
Oh, from the strength of the American empire and all the guns it can shoot at people and bombs dropped. Something.
Okay.
I don't know. Confidence.
Where does gold get its value from?
Gold gets its value from the historical tradition of, like, you know, certain ethnicities think the color looks well on their skin, therefore they make jewelry out of it. India, I'm looking at you, but it's not bad. Like, I can't wear gold. I'm Italian, so silver works better with my olive skin. Whatever. It's tradition. It's stupid. I don't know. They say electronic parts. That's another answer.
Money, it really comes down to people agreeing to use it.
Agreeing to use, I don't know.
Gold fit a lot of...
It's a traditional store of wealth.
Speed theory. There are 5 things that experts say define money. 5 characteristics of money.
Oh, yeah.
It's got to be fungible, which means you can spend it, basically. It's got to be divisible. You can cut it into smaller parts. Right?
Or you can take the paper and turn it into copper.
Yeah, exactly. You can get a penny out of a dollar.
That sounds so stupid.
It's got to be
Let me trade
durable.
some paper for metal real quick.
It's got to be durable, like it's not going to evaporate overnight. It's got to be transferable. I can give it to somebody, and it's got to be scarce. There's not an unlimited amount of it. You can't use grass for money.
Oh.
All right, so that's fungibility, divisibility, durability, transferability, and scarcity.
Let's call out scarcity real quick.
Okay, scarcity. Gold has a scarcity. It's hard to find. I mean, you can get more gold.
That is true.
But it's hard to get a lot more gold.
We just live on one planet. It's
right.
Shaped in a sphere, and it's hard to get out of the ground, and eventually we're going to find all of it.
Right, theoretically, yeah. So money is scarce, and gold was scarce, but gold also fit all the other categories.
Back up. Money is not scarce. If we know anything.
No, money.
Okay.
One of the aspects that makes money is that it's scarce. It is scarce. It has a scarcity. So gold was used as money by early peoples.
Oh God.
Because there was little of it. You could spend it. You could cut it into smaller pieces really easily. You could give it to other people, and it was durable. It had all 5 characteristics.
You make a big fat necklace out of it too.
Dollars, for instance. They generally have the same 5 characteristics. There is a scarce supply of them. There's not infinite dollars. Now, hang on. I know what you want to say.
That's what I wanted to say the whole time.
I know what you want to say.
That's what I wanted to say.
The Fed can print more dollars, but there aren't infinite dollars.
The Fed says it's elastic. And this is the example I used when I was talking with my coworkers. The Fed says we want an elastic money supply that can expand and contract for the needs of the economy here in America, for the people of America and the children and the orphans and the grandmothers, and then they say a bunch of names of other people that are supposed to make, and for the puppies. Elastic. Well, why does the Fed only stretch the rubber band further and further until it's going to snap? Because that's what's happening, and maybe I have feelings about that. Maybe I'm ambivalent. Maybe I don't really care.
So this is one of the things that... So this is one
Is Bitcoin different?
This is one of the things that Bitcoin has above the dollar, and even gold, is that Bitcoin has a mathematical scarcity. In other words, there will never be more than 21 million.
That's the cap.
That's the final cap, yeah.
It's in the software.
Right.
Okay.
Now, some other currencies...
That's crazy.
Some other currencies continue to have inflation throughout their whole life, but there's still a scarcity because it's a mathematical rate. So it's not somebody deciding to arbitrarily open the vaults and release... the bounty of dollars.
No one's doing that with Bitcoin.
Right, exactly.
Is it technically deflationary as a currency?
Yeah, some are inflationary.
The more people that want it, like for instance, the 100,000 Coinbase customers we mentioned, they're going to be buying an asset. If they buy more of it, it's only going to grow in value technically because it's designed that way. It's not a Ponzi scheme, actually, because there's a cap to it. It's just designed that the more people want it, the more people will get value out of it.
Right, and that's deflationary assets tend to become more expensive.
It's deflationary. That's genius.
So one Bitcoin is going to continue going up as more people want it.
Is this a good time to ask you whether or not there's room for Bitcoin to grow? Like, for instance, does Bitcoin break down divisible? Let's talk about divisibility at this point.
Each Bitcoin can be divided into 10 million parts. You can have 1/10,000,000th of a Bitcoin. It's called a Satoshi or a sat.
That's the smallest unit of Bitcoin, right?
Right. That's pretty high divisibility.
And that's the 8th decimal place down.
Yep.
You got 1, and then you go 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1 Satoshi.
Right.
And
that's some pretty serious divisibility.
And 1 Satoshi is not even close to buying a coffee yet. If you need to buy coffee somewhere, the price has to rise a lot before 1 Satoshi equals a cup of coffee.
Well, since a Satoshi is worth 100,000,000th of a Bitcoin, so let's say Bitcoin goes all the way up to $100 million. Right now it's about 7,000 some. At $100 million, then 1 Satoshi would be worth $1.
Huh.
Okay.
I like really good coffee, so I spend a lot on a cup of coffee when I'm ready to pay for it at a place where they got all the ingredients I want. I call it the Rocco. Guess what? Here's what I want. Go and order it at your local place. I want a chai latte with 2 shots of espresso and heavy cream. That's the Rocco.
That's just a dirty chai cream.
No, it's a Rocco. And sometimes I'll pay like $7 or $8 for it. So you're saying basically...
You know that a chai latte with a shot is called a dirty hippie, right?
No.
Does that? Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
It's called like a really cool, good-looking guy named Rocco. That's what it's called.
I just got this drink yesterday. Ask Leland.
I will punch somebody. Where'd you go? I will kill them.
Like a Starbucks.
I will not kill... Starbucks?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Anyway.
You shill.
So we
corporate shill.
Bitcoin is...
Super divisible.
It's super divisible. It's scarce. What about durability?
Oh,
Is it durable?
durability?
Can you shoot a Bitcoin? Can you burn a Bitcoin?
You can send it to an address that's not compatible by
That's
accident. So don't do that.
And can your Bitcoin be lost in a flood?
No, in a flood that maybe it's local to... Where were the floods recently? Like Texas, somewhere. Oh, God. Houston had a big problem with floods recently. If you lived in Houston and you had a lot of Bitcoin, but you did know your seed key for your Bitcoin wallet, your whole house was trashed, but guess what? You went to St. Louis, Missouri. I don't know.
Cool.
So you went there. You log on to the internet. You have your seed key or whatever. I don't know. Yes, of course. They are durable in that way.
They're held. Records of you having them are held on all the computers in the network all over the world.
All the computers.
So if the Earth were destroyed...
That's the value of the blockchain.
If the Earth were destroyed, yes, your Bitcoin would be destroyed. If the sun supernovaed, yes, your Bitcoin would be destroyed.
Well, what about an EMP that, blasts the entire planet, an electromagnetic pulse bomb goes off something, and it's like, okay, yeah? And then the whole world is just sent back to the Stone Age because all the electronic circuits all of the transistors and capacitors in the world are fried. Well, guess what? Yeah, you don't have any Bitcoin, but you know, it doesn't matter because you don't want to be alive anyways. Because your Facebook's dead, you know, your instant messenger, your texting, it's all dead. All that stuff is dead. So, worst case scenario happens? Yeah, sure. It's worst case scenario. Bitcoin is not probably going to survive.
I don't know. I don't know.
A solar windstorm that will burn your skin.
Of course, then all your dollars would be burned too. So barring that.
Yeah, and so are your credit card transactions and your bank balance, everything. Yes, everything.
But also the taxes you owe. They're also gone.
And then we're back at Fight Club, and that's good. And hey, you know, like...
Mad Max?
Yeah?
Mad Max.
Sure.
Yeah. So Bitcoin is also fungible. You can spend it. Now, this is something Bitcoin's growing in. But yes, you can spend Bitcoin. We talked last week about Money 2020, the race to Money 2020 in Las Vegas from, I think it was Toronto. Somebody went the whole way.
Yeah,
actually won the contest by spending Bitcoin.
Yeah.
It's also...
So fungible, so usable.
It's also epically transferable. It's Rocco can give me his address right now. I can plug it in and an amount and send it to Rocco. Boom.
Yeah.
And it doesn't matter where he is in the world. Boom. I don't have to contact anybody else. Boom.
Yeah, will you do
Rocco's
that right
got it.
now? Just
Yes.
for the sake of the podcast.
I will send you.
Send me the whole thing. Can you do that?
I'll send you 1/2 of my Bitcoin, which is equal to 356,000 Bitcoin.
Are you that swifty? Can we
That
just do
swifty.
that? Let's just do that for the pod. The people are waiting.
The people are waiting.
Get your phone out.
Get my phone
Let's
out.
do this.
All right. Wait.
Whoa.
Is this a scam? Are you trying to...
It's the nagging question I've been wondering all week. I was just wondering, like, has there been a homicide perpetrated for someone trying to get another person's Bitcoin?
You know what I did hear this week?
What?
I haven't heard that. I did hear that some thieves stole a Bitcoin ATM in Amsterdam, expecting to find a bunch of Bitcoin inside.
Yeah. Oh, no. They were expecting all these little circular-shaped pieces of metal to come out, and then they were going to, you know, buy some Heineken with, or whatever people do in Amsterdam. I mean, weed also. But were they trying to buy Heineken
I don't
with
know.
those...
Nobody in Europe drinks Heineken.
Well, you got to tell everybody in America, because that stuff is garbage.
Bitcoin has a number of advantages over the dollar. I mean, obviously, we've talked about the one where you can't just print more Bitcoin like the Fed can do. But there's no need for a trusted third party with a lot of transactions.
Oh, okay. Yeah, third party. What does that mean?
Like, if I need to send you dollars from me to you, and you're in, I don't know, India.
Yeah. Western
How am I going to do
Union?
that? Western Union?
A bank transfer through
PayPal?
some kind of bank?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Exactly.
Fees?
Yeah, and you're trusting another party. I mean, PayPal can... I actually had PayPal freeze an account once. I got paid by a Russian client because I work as a translator sometimes.
Cool.
And PayPal just unilaterally was like, oh, we don't like this, that it's coming from Russia, so we're going to put a freeze on it for a while.
Okay, how about... Okay, trusted third party. So in other words, what you're saying is the Bitcoin network is live and it just accepts transactions without one person saying yes or no to it.
Right, it's peer-to-peer.
It goes live, it goes peer-to-peer throughout the network, and the money goes where you send it. And there's no takebacks.
Right.
Right?
Right, there's no chargebacks.
There's no chargebacks. That's actually what they call it, yeah.
Right, oh, well, but there's also no refunds unless the person decides to send it back, you know? Like we said, you can't call a support line, get your Bitcoin back, open a case with PayPal dispute resolution. There's no Bitcoin dispute resolution team.
Which I guess is fine. I mean...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're buying stuff with Bitcoin. You should be buying stuff you want, and no one should be twisting your arm, and you shouldn't be convincing yourself that you really need that exfoliating scrub for your face. When you buy it, you buy it.
One question that's related that comes up is if this currency basically has value because people accept it and because it has these characteristics and advantages, how do you actually define what that value is? How do you put a number on it? I actually have been reading a book by Chris Bernesky called Crypto Assets, and he puts forward that a good value estimation of a cryptocurrency is 50 times its daily volume in trading.
What?
50 times its daily trading volume.
That's crazy.
Why is that crazy?
I don't know. I guess I think that's a big number, 50 times its daily trading volume. Like, for instance, the top volume for Bitcoin today, it was 2,730,000. What?
Try that again.
What?
Try that again.
I'll try that again. The daily volume for Bitcoin was $2 billion, $730 million, and then one. What?
You only have to say dollars once, Rocco.
It's so many dollars.
Yes, and this is roughly 50. The market cap is roughly 50 times that.
Okay, so the volume for today was $2,730,000,000.
Right.
That's a lot.
And so his estimate is 50 times. And this crypto assets book, I'm still getting into it a little bit. Go ahead and check it out if you want. I guess I have a copy. I'll give it to Rocco.
I don't read books. Don't
say that on the air.
What?
This is a blasphemy-free podcast.
You know, I read tweets from the president when he's drunk late at night talking about Johnny Depp. That's where I get my news from. I use my own eyes, and I read the president's tweets, and I think that he's correct about everything. And so my coworker asked me, what is up with all these different types of coins? Because there are a lot. Mm-hmm. Bitcoin came out in 2008 after that wave of financial panic. The housing market collapsed. Lehman Brothers went bankrupt. How many other banks went bankrupt? Here we are, fast forward, 9 years later, there's 1,000 different coins. Mm-hmm. What's up with all these different coins?
Some of them are just clones, probably people trying to
because Bitcoin,
make money.
Bitcoin was open source, so they put out the source code. People could change the amount of coins that would happen, and maybe the way they were distributed, the mining rewards, or maybe...
Litecoin changed a few things, and it's been doing better as far as ensuring that transactions are quick and have low fees, but it's basically Bitcoin with some modifications. But then there are other coins that are built for specific purposes.
Is there any way maybe you could relate it, not an analogy per se, but maybe say it's like a certain thing, but it's not an analogy because we're totally done with analogies.
Like what, Rocco? What would be this comparison?
Okay, maybe it's sort of like the free market where everybody's buying different four-wheeled vehicles, cars. There's a big, wide world of four-wheeled vehicles.
And three-wheeled.
Yeah, that's true also. Or maybe just things with wheels. You know? You've got wagons, you've got bicycles, unicycles, of which I own and ride a unicycle very well.
You're a unicycle rider?
Yeah, if you need to send me vertcoin, you can do it, and then maybe I'll send you a video of me unicycling. The world of wheeled vehicles, is that not an analogy or maybe a non-analogy?
Well, yeah, because there are wheeled vehicles for different things.
So many different things.
You're not going to buy a semi for your kid's, 12th birthday. You're going to give them a bicycle.
We are talking about use cases. That's why there's so many different coins, okay? Mm-hmm. Maybe you got a four-wheeled vehicle with big chunky tires that can go straight through muddy soil and till that soil for planting. That is a tractor.
Yep.
It could also pull something. Mm-hmm. But then we're also talking about what if those tires, those four wheels, move really fast. And they're like made from really high density rubber. They go on a racetrack. That's a Formula One race car. That's a different use case. It's about speed. It's about quickness, agility, really tight turning radius, something. I don't know.
You'd be silly to insist that there should be one all-purpose vehicle for all these things.
Okay. Yeah,
and,
so
it'd be a hideous beast that's good at nothing.
Are you calling out the Bitcoin maximalists? Are you saying that we need a lot of different wheeled vehicles, you Bitcoin maximalist? We need altcoins. We need different use cases. We need a lot of four-wheeled vehicles too.
I think we're going to settle down into a small number of coins, a small number of currencies, yes.
We're going to go from 2,000 to less than 2,000? Eventually,
I think we're at what 1,300. Yeah, but that's only on CoinMarketCap. There are probably a bunch of coins.
Oh my god, there's so many coins, so many.
So anyway, yeah, it's now. Here's my question. I'll bounce back at you. In that analogy, is Bitcoin the Model T Ford? Is it the first car, and it'll be along for a long time, but it won't last as long as we all think?
Oh god, I don't know. Bitcoin was the first cryptocurrency, yes. The Satoshi white paper, I forget the date, 2008 when it came out. And it's the the backbone for everything. I don't know if you could relate it to a Model T car. Also, guess what? I was born in the late 20th century, so I don't actually know the full impact of the Model T.
Right.
Historians will tell you the Model T was made in Henry Ford's factories, and it was the first car that the people building the car could actually afford on their salary because they were getting paid decent money. And it really did make it mainstream. Does that mean the Model T sucks and we don't need it now? You still see them. They're still around.
I bet you they're worth
still,
a pretty penny.
They're still valuable, yes.
Yeah.
I don't know if the Model T comparison, it's not an analogy, I don't know if the Model T comparison is valid. Is there another car that garnered mass adoption, that changed the world, helped out the world?
The LeCar.
The DeLorean?
The Vega? The Vega? The Pinto?
The Chevy Nova? Where when it was sold in Mexico, it was translated as no-go? Nova?
Yes.
That car? Dear. No, I don't know. There's been a lot of car fails. Is Bitcoin a car fail? Hell no.
No.
But I don't know what car to compare Bitcoin to right now. I don't.
It's interesting that even if Bitcoin is ultimately, sidelined, it probably will hold some collector value, just like those Model Ts.
Or it's digital gold, and it's the #1 coin that everybody's going to want for forever, and then they're updating it, they're forking all the dumb miners off of the chain, and then the Bitcoin core developers are going to keep making it better and better because that's sort of what they want to do because they want the coin to survive.
Right, yeah, it took them 3 years to decide that it's not the quickest movement.
Okay, whatever.
But anyway, so one final question from the co-working coworker.
Yeah, okay, so the last question my coworker asked me, what do you do with these coins when you buy them?
A number of things.
Okay.
You hold them. We've discussed this. You hodl them.
You hodl them. You hold on for dear life because you bought them because you like them and you think they're good.
Or you can try to trade them, and there are a number of people who trade between coins to try to take advantage of the volatility in the market, price fluctuations, and make money.
Very volatile. Yes.
Right. If you can, learn the basic types of analysis, fundamental analysis, where you learn about the team and all the things that, the coin, what is the coin doing, what's its purpose, where's it going. Technical analysis, you're looking at the actual chart, seeing patterns, trying to figure out, where's it going day to day.
Yeah,
and macro analysis.
We can't talk about technical analysis because we're just talking, but
I know.
There are people that do actually ask. They show you how to look at a chart and interpret that chart.
Yeah, and there's people that, if you're good at that kind of thing, I personally don't do that. Right. You can be a day trader in cryptocurrency. You can trade them.
Then you're waking up when China wakes up after sleeping for 2 hours. And you're trying to capitalize on what Hong Kong is doing to your Bitcoin.
It depends on if you're a day trader.
I don't know if you want to do that.
There are day traders, but then there are also medium-term traders.
It's more like these crypto guys, they are day and night traders. And maybe they're just taking some kind of supplement to keep them awake all the time. Anywho,
you could just make purchases with them using BitPay or whatever. There are various debit card issuers that will give you a card that lets you spend your crypto, like 10x.
What about retailers that take them outright? Bitcoin.
Yes, Starbucks. Hey, you're hating on Starbucks. They take Bitcoin, yeah.
I don't go to Starbucks.
Yeah, well, that's fine.
Did you mention Overstock.com?
Overstock.com.
Yes.
CEO Patrick Byrne, very big promoter of the crypto space. Yeah,
that guy's cool. That guy's awesome. And I think he takes Litecoin now. And maybe, does he take Ethereum?
A lot through Shapeshift, I think.
Yeah, okay. So Overstock, you can get so many things. Newegg.com also takes Bitcoin.
Oh, nice.
And that's where I got the part for the washing machine upstairs for the... Newegg's got so much stuff. Also Expedia for your hotel rooms and plane tickets. That's a thing. I think Gift, GYFT, did you hear about that? They take
gift card
Bitcoin.
Place?
Yeah, and then they trade people that basically have an online gift card for a certain retailer. You give them Bitcoin, you get their gift card.
Interesting.
And there's more options coming every day. So, I don't know.
And some coins also let you stake, where not just HODLing, but keeping the coins in a wallet online. You can stake and get interest on the coin. Now, this isn't the same thing.
Yeah. Wait.
This isn't the same thing as those scams we were talking about.
We are talking about actual proof of stake coins.
staking coins actually issue rewards in the coin to you for holding them.
This is not Shite Connect. This
Right.
is something real. Proof of stake coins. There's a good handful of them. So that means you're running the wallet software on your home computer, and basically that's being a part of the network.
Right.
It's got to be active, and then there's an interest rate tied up to it, and
Yeah,
such,
I mean,
such as
Ethereum is thinking about becoming proof of stake.
I've seen that. That's exciting.
There are some coins that stake on masternodes, but then there's some. I'm staking 3 coins right now.
Yeah,
I'll show it to you. Yeah, I'm staking Nexus, which is we've talked about Nexus.
I
It
love
does stake.
Nexus. Yeah.
I'm staking this little coin called Trezor Coin. It's a micro
I see
coin. It has very, very little, although it hasn't staked anything for me yet. And then there's this coin called Rain, which is actually a coin that's for like water meter devices.
What?
Yeah, it's actually, the coin is called condensate, but its symbol is rain. And this actually is a fun one because it randomly gives rewards. I think it's between 5 and 200 rain, randomly. So I could, although it says...
Oh, God, that sounds so weird.
It says my expected time to earn a reward is 43 days.
So you just
but
sit
it
around,
could be tomorrow.
It's running your program, and eventually they're just going to make it rain.
Well, they don't make it rain.
Hold
it's
on.
Just,
Look at my
how the
hands.
rewards
My hands
issued.
are up. Rain.
This one's maybe a little gimmicky, but it's fun. I'm checking it out, and it does have value, or valuation at least.
Okay.
So that's what I'm doing. These are the 2 little ones, and then Nexus, of course, is I think a major coin, and you can get up to 3% per year. I know that that's small, but that's fine. Most coins give you
I
0.
have some Nexus. I haven't staked it. I totally want to because I do like Nexus, and I'm not shilling. I just think I like it because I researched it, and I think it's the coolest-ish. We're not shilling.
All sorts of things.
We're not shilling, you losers, okay? Don't get on my case. Buy the stuff you want.
Yes.
Or sell it.
Do your own research.
And that, too.
Don't take our advice.
You punks.
In fact, don't buy Nexus. Just...
Yeah, if you buy Nexus, I'll be mad. Because,
Yes.
you'll make the price go up, and I'm trying to get some right now. So now I'm at the homepage for CoinMarketCap, and I can see, okay, here's our live update here. It's nighttime.
Hey, look, there's a Bitconnect ad at the top.
Yeah, it's really bad. It's really bad that CoinMarketCap has Bitconnect banner at the top of the thing. There's sort of like a crowdfund that needs to happen where we could just maybe put a picture of some doves in place of that Bitconnect ad, or maybe like 2 rabbits that are gently copulating in a field instead of that Bitconnect ad, or something else, like 2 rabbits just kind of fluffing into each other. Can I get the sound effect? Anyways, anything better than Bitconnect.
Anything is better than Bitconnect.
Just 2 rabbits doing... God, it's so bad. It's so bad. CoinMarketCap, whoever owns you, you're blowing it. You're blowing it. So at the top of the list, Bitcoin is currently trading at $7,352. And that's where it's at right now. We're kind of in the week of the all-time high.
The all-time high. Well, Bitcoin's at all-time high after all-time high. Usually on weekends, actually.
Which is why I think maybe there's a paradigm shift. But until then, it just kind of feels like Bitcoin this week, all week, it's been the all-time high. Pete, I don't know about you, but it kind of reminds me of that song. It kind of reminds me of...
oh, here we go.
It kind of reminds me of that guy. He sang that really popular song. That really popular guy, Tal Bachman. He wasn't tall, he was Tal. He wrote that song. He was really famous and prolific. Do you remember that song, Pete?
Oh, no. All-time high.
He wrote that song.
No. She's So High.
No. The new version goes like this.
All-time high.
Oh, okay. This has been Blockheads Round 3. This has been fun.
Do us a favor. Hit subscribe. Hit rate. Hit review. Number of stars.
And then
5.
review favorably. Or else we're going to give you Tyranny Coin. And then it's all over.
And rate, review, like us, follow us, whatever. Please tell your friends.
Yeah.
Mind and saved. I check my app. I'm so amazed. We must be the smartest guys around. Wall Street just can't believe Bitcoin's over 7,000. It's on track to reach every goal and every prediction. It's an addiction. All-time highs. Praise Satoshi, Roger Ver, and Andreas Antonopoulos.